For this meeting, what is the key take-home from the discussions on women's inclusion in peace and security efforts?
Yeah, good afternoon, Blessings. Yes, currently, of course, I have to point out that the theme of it is all about strengthening and sustaining, of course, peace building in the Northeast in terms of women, facing this insecurity situation and also sexual assault and sexual violence. So the main push for the conference is to have women at the helm of affairs. Women should be part of the decision making in terms of peace building of these women going into IDP camps that have suffered, of course, insecurities in this particular region, talking about the Northwest, and also bringing peace for them. So most of the situation that they pointed out was that so far there's been progress and people are, of course, coming to the aid of these women. But lots of on several occasions, the women are not really involved in helping because women knows the issues of women. But to talk more on this and do justice to this, we have Mrs. Kemi Okenyode. She's the executive director of P1 that will be talking to us about this. Of course, she's one of the organizers of this affair. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for sparing your time. So please walk us through majorly what you pointed out about so far the progress and give us some data on this.
Okay, so the project started a couple of years back. There are 2 cycles of it. The whole idea behind it was institutionalizing or operationalizing the Force Order 20 as amended, which is the police duty solicitor scheme in the states where we're working. The other component of it is also anchored on women, peace and security, bringing women into public space, conversation around public safety and security. So for the police duty solicitor scheme across the states where we have worked, I think we have been able to release over 500 persons, engage with more than 500 and be able to provide services to them at the police station level. We stress the police station level because the police station is very integral to the criminal justice system. If things get skewed at the police station level, it would affect investigation, it would affect case management in the courts, and it would also affect the pipeline of awaiting trial at the correctional services. However, with the operationalization of the PDSS in selected police stations in Kebbi, Sokoto, Kano, and Katsina, we noticed from the endline survey that was conducted that trust in the police, trust in public institutions by those that accessed that services increased by close to over 80%.
Now, when you talk about intervening in the police, what exactly are these women, dealing with? Going to the police station, why are they going there, and how are you people able to help?
So the PDSS are lawyers that are stationed at the police station, primarily to provide services to any person that comes into the police station. But our PDSS lawyers also had additional mandate to provide legal services to women that are abused or are victims of sexual gender-based violence that come to the police station to report.
So at the end of this conference, what are we hoping to achieve to help at least women in terms of evading and also getting justice for this crime?
Okay, so at the end of this conference, we're still on series of conversation. Last week we had a conversation with the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria on how organizations, civil society organizations that provide, that support the police duty solicitor scheme, the Nigerian Bar Association, and other stakeholders can come together with the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria, including the National Youth Service Corps, to ensure the sustainability of this initiative. Like I said, is the force order belongs to the police. It was amended and signed by the police. Operationalizing it is what we are supporting. So some of us will be providing training, because there's a training manual for the PDSS lawyers already in existence that has been developed over the years and refined of training PDSS lawyers. So training PDSS lawyers, providing resources where we have resources, provide the resources, ensure that there's an adequate spread and that not all lawyers are in the city center, right? Because you have the rural, urban, poor area, you have the rural communities, and there are issues there. You'll notice from this intervention, for example, in Katsina, we were in Jibia, right? We're not only in Katsina metropolis.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, ma'am, for this. Now, blessings, of course, you've heard from her what it's all about. Now, one clergyman quickly, I have to say, mentioned that based on the presence of the people that we have here, talking about, from the policymakers to the traditional leaders to the religious leaders and, even women, civil societies, it shows, and the justice system, it shows that we all have the necessary tools that will get women justice, after sexual violence. But knowing the right channel is the main issue. So hence the reason for this conversation. Back to you, Blessings.
All right, Sumayya, Abubakar there on Women Peace Dialogue, seen as it's Women's Month, and we're trying to ensure that women are actively involved in security as well. News Central is still covering the event and definitely will bring you more updates.